between the Warriors? You guys asked me this last year. What was the difference between the Warriors the previous year and this year? What was my answer? All right, there it is. You know, Kevin Durant was my answer. You know, he's one of the best players that I've ever played against, that this league has ever seen. His ability to handle the ball, shoot the ball, you know, make plays at his length, at his size, at his speed. So there it is.
And then
How difficult a shot is that? No, it wasn't the same shot. The one he made tonight was about 4 or 5 feet behind the one he made last year. Last year, you know, we were up 2, and you know, he pulled up pretty much right at the 3-point line. I got a great contest, but he made it. Tonight, you know, they're up 3. We come off a pick and roll, and he just stopped behind and poured about 4 or 5 feet behind the 3-point line. So, you know, same wing, different location, but you definitely tip your hat. I mean, that's what he does. He's a scorer. You know, he's an assassin, and that was one of those assassin plays right there. The margin of error is very low. I mean, you can't. You know, it's almost like, you know, playing the Patriots. You just can't have mistakes. They're not going to beat themselves. You know, so you know, when you're able to either force a miscue on them, you have to be able to capitalize, and then you have to be so in tune and razor sharp and focused every single possession. You can't have miscommunication. You can't have laws. You can't have my faults or my bads and things like that, because they're going to make you pay. And when they make you pay, it's a 3-0 or 6-0 or 9-0 run, and it's, you know, and it comes in bunches. So, you know, the room for error is just, you just can't have it. And we know throughout the course of a 48-minute game, there are going to be plays where, you know, it was a miscue there or it was a miscue there. But, you know, for the most part, throughout 48 minutes, you just can't have a bunch of those, not especially against this team. To answer your first question, yeah, you just knew that they wouldn't beat themselves. You just knew that, like, every possession when we was playing, you know, San Antonio, when I was in Miami, you just knew that if you made a mistake, Manu, Tim, Tony, Pop would make you pay. And at times they did make us pay, and then you sprinkle in what Gary Neal did to us one game, what Danny Green did to us one game, then Kawhi. You could never relax, you know. And when you have great basketball players, but also that can also think the game and be very cerebral about the game, that's what adds the level of stress, because you know that you can never, ever relax. And you should never want to relax. I mean, it's the finals, it's the playoffs. Even if it's a regular season game, you should always want to be on your toes. That's what part of competition is all about. So it adds to the level of stress. So when you have, you know, Timmy D and Manu and Kawhi and Manu, and now you have Draymond and Clay, Steph, and KD, and then you sprinkle in Iguodala and Livingston and all those guys as well, it adds a level of stress, because you know that you can never relax, you know. And if you relax, they make you pay, and making you pay could cost you a game, you know. So it's tough, but you know, it's all part of the competition, which I love, and which I, you know, continue to lace them up every night. So, but hopefully I got your answer for you.
What's good, y'all? It's King Tease. Welcome back to Throughout the Association. And I don't like what I was hearing from LeBron in this interview. If you watch the full interview, LeBron sound like he know this series over. And we all know this series over, but I don't want to hear that from you. I don't want to hear Golden State got 4 Hall of Famers when they go up 3-0. We all know they got 4 Hall of Famers, but I don't want to hear that right now. Golden State just won Game 3 of the finals, and Kevin Durant, for the second straight year in Game 3, just snatched the souls from the Cavaliers, 43-13-7, destroyed anybody in front of them. Now, the Cavaliers did not help defensively. Tyronn No Clue made his return tonight. Why they refused to double-team Kevin Durant, I have no idea. They made no defensive adjustments. They was getting confused on the most simple pick-and-roll plays. Once again, giving layups and dunks time and time again. Substitutions were trash. Now, Kevin Love and Rodney Hood were big time. And LeBron, he dropped 33, 10, and 11. He played well. Don't get me wrong. He played well. But he was not aggressive enough. And why he refuses to guard Kevin Durant, I'm not sure. Now, we all know LeBron has to do everything for this team. I'm sure he's tired. But when Durant is lighting your team up like this, you got to guard him. Steph and Clay didn't do much tonight, but it didn't matter. Kevin Durant did everything. He took care of everything. Andre Iguodala, I said the Cavaliers would win tonight, but I did say if Iguodala played, I don't know. and he was big time down the stretch. Now, I jokingly said the Western Conference Finals will be the real finals, but this is ridiculous. We all know what's about to happen. The most interesting part of this series now is who gonna win Finals MVP, Steph or Durant. The first 2 games, it was Steph, but now I'm not sure. We really all just waiting for free agency. Now, let's keep it real. Don't you guys think about this? And definitely subscribe.